Alright, how's it going, guys? Welcome back. We are on to the Nashville Predators on our season rebuild here. We got a year with the Predators to try to bring this team to the promised land. I think we're going to mix it up this time. We brought it up in the last episode. I call it superstitious, but it seems like every single time our team's playing really well and they get in a hot streak and they play good and you make a trade, all of a sudden it takes them a while to get that chemistry going again. They cool off for a little bit, just like at the beginning of the year when you make those big trades and they suck for like the first 3 weeks or 4 weeks of the season, and all of a sudden they start playing better. So you know what we might do this time is we're going to make all of our big moves before the season starts, and then we're going to sim up the season and see how this turns out. But taking a look at these Nashville Predators right now, I'm looking at Kyle Turris. Turris looks like the man that probably needs to get traded here if we can manage to move that contract. $6 million a year. He is an 83, but that's still $6 million a year for a guy that is third lining it, I believe, as well. That's going to be tough for us there, so we're going to have to manage that the best we can. Bonino is making $4 million a year. Wow, there are some guys getting paid on Nashville. I did not realize this. After seeing them pay Yossi, Johansson, and Duchesne, I didn't realize there's other guys getting a decent chunk of change here. You know why? Because Yossi's getting, he's getting paid next year. I was going to say he's getting paid for free over here. So Yossi's going to be a tough one to work with around his salary cap, it looks like, because of that $9 million next year. We try to trade for a guy on a long-term deal here. But Bonino, looking like the man that might be sent out the door. He wants to be a second line guy. I don't know. We'll take a look at that as well. Everybody else is looking pretty good here. We'll take a look at these lines real quick. But I'm feeling like we got to try to go a little bit heavier than we normally do here. So we're looking Duchesne, Arvidsson, and Forsberg on that first line. Looking pretty solid there. Duchesne's good on the draws. Just what we need to see. The rest of these guys, we already know the abilities of Duchesne or Forsberg and Arvidsson. Jankrock and Johansson here looking pretty good, I think. Maybe it's not too bad. Craig Smith could use a little bit of an upgrade, so maybe we go for, maybe the Craig Smiths of the world. We try to beef up that second line just a little bit there, and we replace Kyle Turris. Oh, man, Nick Bonino's playing on his second line, too, because he kind of has to by the looks of it. But we got to get rid of Turris. But that's an expensive third line. $10 million on 2 players. Yossi Ellis, Fabro, that's the man in the sim when we ever do our 99 build team with the Predators. He goes out there and wins, like player of the year with like 6 million points. Ekholm and Weber and Irwin, it looks like here. So again, the defense could use a little bit of help, I'd have to guess. Irwin looks like he enjoys playing everywhere, so that's a good guy to have on this team. And Fabro, not so much, he's more of a third line guy. Ekholm, same story. Okay, everybody wants to play in a third line. I love when they give us a coaching strategy where none of the defense want to play for them. That's my favorite. Helps us out so much when we do this stuff. Looking at the goaltenders, we have Rene and Saros. Should be good there as expected. Rene, do you have a preferred line? Oh, you like to play in the first line? Good to hear. Good to hear you have a scheme fit. You like to play at the first line. I hate to break it to you, but you got to play with all 4 lines every single night. It's just going to have to work like that. I want to take a look at, is it coaching staff? Coaching staff, and see which one of these players do not fit with their current coach. Hire coach. I don't want to hire a coach. I want to check out this coach. Then we'll check out those coaches. But check out our coach first. He's more of a, how's he a defenseman? How does he have a trading or a teaching specialty of being a defenseman and none of our defensemen want to play for Y'all want to be third liners, coach? Look at that. None of these guys fit this guy's scheme. 59%. You would expect for a defensive type of scheme works best with defensive players. You would see some better scheme fit there. Ryan Ellis is all right. Johansson's decent. Forsberg's decent. Yeah, Turris doesn't agree, so that's great. Arvidsson's not going to get traded. Bonino and Turris both don't really like playing with him, so that's good. It kind of fits what we're looking for here when it comes to moving guys out. But we'll take a look here at what is out there. I mean, can it be much worse? That's crazy. He's a generalist. He's going to fit 63. See, that's better. Should we fire our current coach and go here? Probably. Let's try it. I don't like what we have right now anyway. How much money does he want? Oh, geez, 0.93 million. Count me in. Can I hire him as the head coach, though? Because he wants the assistant coach, not the head coaching job. Let's see what this guy here wants. I don't know if we're only allowed... Are we only allowed to sign guys to the coaching budget? 6.17 million, total rating 0, offer contract. Okay, we can't offer a guy a head coaching job. Perfect. I wasn't sure there. Yeah, so that's what we're going to have to go there with. And he doesn't want a lot. So we're firing our coach and hope for the best here, fellas. Hope it turns out all right. We have not done this in a build yet. Maybe this is the way to go, though. Fire the coach. We're just going to pretend this is John Hines. And firing this coach will cost you $0. Are you sure you want? Yeah, I'm sure I don't want to lose $0. It's fine. We're good with that. No, I don't want to fire another coach. That is bad. We got to go coach hiring now. Promote, sort, coach info. Are you freaking kidding me? Why can't I hire a coach? I guess we had to have a interim head coach. Maybe that was the issue there. I don't know. I never fire coaches. We're nice people. Hey, there's a head coach out there. A- on the overall. I wonder how he fits the scheme. 51%. It was 59. It got worse. So we're going to go with James Morrose. Was that the guy? Yeah, James Morrose looks like the answer here. If it isn't, we'll try Gudas. Oh, Gudas is 64, though. That isn't even Radko. He likes our first line. He does not like Johansson. Bonino fits, don't care. Kyle Turris fits, don't care. They're going to be getting shipped out the door. Who was it on these guys? This guy, Kyle Turris kind of fits there as well. It's a generalist type of role there where these guys fit pretty well. I'm assuming the defensemen, yeah, 53%. But it's working. It's working. 9 year, whatever. Take the money. I don't care. Sure. Thanks for the offer. I'll get back to you. I hope you accept that because we don't have a coach right now, fella. So we'll go ahead and again, we're going to make these trades. We're going to have to wait actually, no, we shouldn't have to wait a day or two. We should be able to sim this up right now because we're in the preseason. Let's say we have to wait a day or two to see what our actual lines need to look like here. But we'll go ahead and give it a couple days. Angel salary kept us beautiful. Head coach. Oh, declined trade. Somebody didn't turn off trade offers. Better do that. We're going to get 1 million of those. You still thinking about it? I am happy to join the team and want to thank you for reaching out to me with the offer. I look forward to making an impact. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And we have to turn off trade offers because we do not want everybody's 6th round draft picks for our players all season. Why you do this to us, EA? See, they forced us to get an interim coach. We could not hire a coach without promoting or demoting somebody. So we're stuck with Lockhart being the coach and Morrow's being the backup, which, I mean, it isn't bad because if you look at it, doesn't bring up the chemistry, but he has the same chemistry Lockhart does as our current coach does. He has the balance scheme there. So, I mean, it's not a big difference there. So, I guess we'll be all right with it. But let's go ahead and see if we can find ourselves somebody to replace Kyle Turris around the same value. So, we can open up that cap space and we'll see if we can go out there and trade for a decent either top line or second line winger. All right, so we actually used this player search thing. How about that? Good for us. So we was looking at a couple options here. First of all, Joe Thornton, forward line 3 is obviously the role we're looking to fill here. $2 million a year contract. He's older than dirt, though. We already know. Still a solid player. Not Fiala. That was not the other one. Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi was the second guy on the list here. Decent player again. 86 defensive awareness, 85 shot, 89 stick checking, 87 passing and puck control. We're talking about a potential third liner here. That's the reason we look at that. But he fits on forward line 1. Power play and penalty killing units, which means he doesn't exactly fit the role as well as Joe Thornton does, but he's younger. He's younger and he's got the same trade value pretty much. And he's got the 84. And he does, you know, we can't throw a guy like him if we have to onto the second line possibly and see how things go here. So let's see if we can trade for this guy. We're going to see if they're interested in Kyle Turris. I can't imagine the Red Wings wanting Kyle Turris being a team rebuilding. But I have seen crazier things in the world. And EA says, let's send it. They would love to make the deal. All right, yeah. Yeah, 1 for 1? Yeah? No. I question whether you... I did. I think your trade block said you wanted our players. So let's take a look here. We're going to make this trade work. It seems too easy. The Devils second. That's a good pick. That's a nice pick. We're going to try the second of the Predators, though. Shouldn't take too much. Yeah, there we go. All right, so that was easy. That was an easy one to pick up Bertuzzi. Now we got to try... We have to go after a defenseman, too. Thankfully, we had that cap space. That's all I was really worried about there with Kyle Turris. Was finding that cap space. Let's plug Turris into the lineup real quick before we look for the next guy that we're trying to pick up here. Kind of get an idea of what the lineups are going to look like with Kyle or without Kyle Turris, but now Bertuzzi in there. Smith is on the bottom line. I'm assuming it's going to be... Oh, no, Bertuzzi's on the top line. I got you. I was wondering what's going on there. So if Arvidsson goes there, that's not terrible. Smith on the bottom line. That's where EA wants him. Bonino finally moving back down to the 4th line. Is that a good place for Bonino? How's he look? 80 on the draws. Decent defense. Not the greatest. How's Sissons look? He's about the same. Sissons, two-way guy, though. Good place for him. Jan Krok. We'll see how that goes for us. Again, I think it's a winger position here we're going to have to look for. I think that'll work, though. Has Arvidsson always been an 84? Did he get a downgrade? I swear he was an 85 overall before. Am I wrong for that? He'd rather be on the first line, obviously. And Bertuzzi would rather be on the second line. You bunch of liars. Tell me he only fits on the first line. I don't... See, what I don't understand... Maybe somebody can explain this to me that follows a little bit better. But what is the purpose of saying he fits on this line and this line in the trading? And then when you look at the actual scheme fit, when you're like right here, it's clear that he fits on a second and fourth line. It's not the first line. Like it's actually the complete opposite of what the scouting report said there. And we don't use fog of war, so I don't know. I don't understand why it does that. I have trust issues with the player fitting on the team role. What can I say? Hasn't been treating us well. Again, the defense. Oh, wow. Ellis and Yossi on that top line. Look at that chemistry. Echo and Fabro. It's actually a very solid defense they have over here in Nashville. We might not have to touch anybody unless we consider like a Santini going or a Weber. Again, I don't think we need to worry about it. Both low salary guys, they're appealing. Fabro, same story. The defense right now, Nashville, is really cheap. I didn't realize that. 6.2 in Ellis, so that's kind of pricey, but we're not going to drop him by any means. So yeah, let's look forward. We're decent up the middle. If anything, we need a depth center, but we just said let's go for Bertuzzi. So let's try and find, I don't know, can Granlund win draws? No, he can't win draws. What kind of question was that? He's got a 76 on the draws, but maybe he wants to play center right here. Yeah, he does. That could work. All right, so that's an idea there. Let's see what we can find. Any forward right here will make it work. We got to get a stud. We got to get a stud forward. I want Arvidsson on the second line right here, and that'll work, and we can find ourselves a stud forward. We got to start winning games. Oh, yeah. And not to mention, we have Tolvanen with great trade value, something we don't get to work a lot with. That's crazy when you think about how many players, and we went through a lot of teams. There is just not a lot of teams that have players with great trade value that are minor league players. Tomasino, yeah. Tolvanen and Tomasino for Pettersson. Vancouver, what do you think about that? Oh, the Vancouvers have this great thing called a trade block. I'm not even going to be a smart butt about that one because, who the heck would want to trade Pettersson? You guys, though, first round draft pick, baby. Send it. Trade rejected. All right. It's going to take a lot. You have to overpay by like 3 first round draft picks just to get a fourth liner. So I imagine we're going to have to do the same here for Pettersson. But it's going to happen. 2 first, baby. Let's make it work. Trade rejected. You're trying to save salary for free agents. Yeah, that's the problem because we're sending you 2 prospects. I love EA. They are fun. I think they just randomly generate like the trade rejection message sometimes. They're like, oh, I don't really like this trade. I don't like the guy's name, and we're looking for a right wing that has a 2-year deal, and this guy's a right wing with a 3-year deal. We are really over here retaining salary on 900K prospects. Come on, Vancouver. All right, fine. We're not retaining that salary then. It's not going to happen. We're just throwing another pick. It's all right. I feel like we're not giving anything up here for Pettersson. We've given up so much more for so much less in these trades, and we're getting a stud in Elias Pettersson. Got to make it work. Just to retain that salary there. So, what do you mean? You're going to take another first just to make you happy about the salary? I mean, if that's what we have to do, that's what we have to do. It's just Pettersson we're talking about here. He's going to win us a Stanley Cup, baby. Okay, we are okay. All right. So clearly you're not saving up for anything because we just completely threw you a first round draft. If that's the reason we can't make this trade is because they're trying to save up for or signing guys in the future, and we're trying to give them 2 guys that are prospects and they won't. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to say. Pettersson just looking right at us. I'm sad. I am sad. The fact that they won't give us Pettersson. Oh, what? Fabro, look at that trade value, pal. We already talked about how we can't trade you, and he probably goes up really well during the season. I'd have to guess at an elite potential like that. I don't know. Who else is out there that's cheap? Unreal that they won't take that. I can't believe it. Oh, no. All right. Kucherov's on a steal of a deal. Hedman, Braden Point. Braden Point's an option, I guess. He can play center, too, if we need it. Maybe a little bit. He can't win draws, but he's pretty solid everywhere else. That trade value's a little bit lower, but it's a $6 million guy. We'll look at Petter. I like that. I like the idea there. Ryan O'Reilly, decent. Again, too much. What about Jonathan Huberdeau? Are you guys trying to retain salary for future contracts too? Do you not want our entry-level guys? Yeah, we're not even going to retain salary on Huberdeau because we're just that nice. Trade rejected. Florida Panthers unwilling to deal. All right, so we'll come back on that first. I know why we took the first off thinking they was just going to trade that. Just squeak it in there. Maybe they wouldn't even notice. Nah, they wasn't having any of it. I'll throw that extra first on there. There it is, baby. We'll take it. I was just as good as Pettersson. Big Huberdeau fan. Just as good as Pettersson, don't at me. I mean, Huberdeau's a little bit older, and Pettersson's kind of a stud right now, and he's really young, and he's actually probably, let's not even go down that road, to be completely honest. But right now in this game, Huberdeau's got the better overall. And look at that. Throwing Huber, he's on the first line. Arvidsson, Forsberg. Oh, that ain't even fair. Come on, you got to give us better than a +0. Look at those beauties playing together. Oh, my. That just screams like 7 points a game. We put Arvidsson on the first line at +1 zit. How's he look on the first line? He likes playing on the first line. Forsberg, how's he look on the second? He prefers a second, so that'll work there. Bertuzzi, that actually might work out there. Putting Arvidsson with these guys. As long as we have a goal scorer on the first line with these two, I think we'll be all right. Forsberg's more of a two-way guy, but I'm pretty sure he's a pretty decent goal scorer. Is he not? 89 by 89 on the accuracies. 88 by 80. Yeah, he is a little bit better than Arvidsson there. Huberdeau, he can take care of everything, though. He can do it all. And Johansson will feed him the rock. Duchesne's on the second line. Johansson's on the first. I just realized that. How's that going to work if we switch those? We don't really need to. Johansson, 85 on the draws, 90 passing. Duchesne, I don't know, though. Oh, Duchesne's got lower passing than Johansson. All right, then. Okay. All right. Yeah, I agree. Johansson, I'm biased Johansson fan. I'll take it. And we'll leave that as is. And then, man, we're looking pretty good here. I think the fourth line could use a little bit of work. Maybe find a better guy than a 77 overall that can play some defense here. But as far as that, though, we're looking good. Weber, Santi, the defense. I don't want to sit on this defense, though. I'm concerned about it. It's cheap. How do you trade away cheap defensemen, though? Cheap young defensemen, but 78 and 79. The defensive awareness is decent. Looks like we brought it up before. Santini's better. Weber needs to be the one that would go if we got rid of him over an offensive defenseman. So we'll see if we can find a defenseman here and maybe call that where we draw the line. We'll see what we have as prospects laying around afterwards. We're going to look at Sanheim here on Philadelphia. I like Sanheim. You take a look. He's got decent defensive stats. He's a two-way guy. We're looking for a bottom six guy or a top six guy in general. He can do the top four defensive pairings. Again, I'm losing all trust in the pro scout assessment thing at this point, but we'll go by that and say he can't play on a second D pair. And then I think we had a couple guys on a second D pair that actually fit better on the third line. Or we can swap it around and see what happens. And I seen Lindblom while I was there. I was like, you know what? Entry-level deal, solid player. Again, top six forward lines, don't care, don't trust it. But he can do the penalty kill. He can penalty kill, so he's a good defensive player. And he's got the ability to go out there and help this team on the bottom six, I think. The question is, what can we give up for him? We have a very limited resource. Well, the Flyers do not want anything from us. They don't even want our prospects. But we'll throw on a prospect. I think the prospects can help here because that should... Lindblom doesn't have the highest of trade values, I don't believe, right now. So I don't think we should be too concerned. The Devils second. The Predators second. It's going to take us quite a bit here. We'll throw on the Predators first. That's probably not going to do it. Nashville will be over the league maximum salary cap. I forgot about that. That is something we have to abide by when it comes to these rules here. This could be a little bit of a challenge, and I forgot all about that salary cap. How are we still over the salary cap? Okay, we're not. I was going to say that shouldn't be a thing. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Just squeaking in there. Not really. We won't be there next year. Send it, though. Trade rejected. You have this thing called a trade block. I think we have one first round draft pick left, Nashville. What do you think about that thing in the trade block? I know you guys want to be good in 2022 and 2023. There it is. See what I mean by overpay, though? Like, I was more than happy to say, go ahead and give us the top line guy for two firsts, because it cost us like 2 firsts to get a bottom. We literally just traded for a fourth liner. It cost us 2 first round picks, or a bottom four. I can't even speak. A third line D pair and a fourth line forward. It cost us that much. But then again, we're going to see where Lindblom can slide in here. No, Lindblom, you're not playing there. EA, I could have swore we did not leave edit coaching lines on there, EA. I'm just going to throw it out there. I might have hit it there on that screen, though, and not paid any attention to it. Huh. What do you know? We did have it on. Good for us. All right. Well, it's off now, so we can go ahead and set this up. This should be our team that we're going to ride with all season. Can it win us the Stanley Cup? That is to be seen. Who was on the first line? Huberdeau, Johansson, and it was it Bertuzzi? No? Who the heck was playing? It was Arvidsson, right? Yeah, Arvidsson was there. And look at Forsberg going here. Lindblom, we like you there. And we're finally getting rid of those negatives. That was a concern there on the bottom six. We've seen a lot of guys in the negatives. Does that matter? Does that matter? No. These guys look happy where they're at. We'll look at your line. Yeah, Lindblom likes the third line. See what I mean, though? He preferred the third line, and EA said he wanted to be a top six guy. Was it top six? I think it was top six. And, dude, Granlund doesn't like being here. Do you prefer to be there? Nah, you don't want to really play anywhere. I think that's going to be it, though. And we're going to have to put up with Grimaldi, I believe, and see how he does. Benino likes the fourth line, though. I think we're good, though. But take a look at the defense. Sanheim, Fabro, I don't really want to put Sanheim. I like Fabro. I want to see him progress here a little bit. He's good on every line, though, so that's fine. Okay, I was going to be concerned there. What if we do put him there? Nothing. Just, yeah, we'll leave it as it is then. That should work, really. It ain't too bad. Fabro on that line, I don't know. I don't like the third line deal, but it's fine. I think we worry too much about the bottom six and third line D pair too much. Like we just learned in our video we did yesterday, right? You put the top six and you don't even touch the bottom six. You have a bunch of good top six guys and you're going to win games. So we'll see how this goes. All right, so here we go, Nashville. Please don't disappoint us. 1-0 start this season. Beautiful. Shootout win, second win. That's a 3-game win streak. Like in a way we're starting. Shutout against the Capitals. Not that great. Got the point against LA. Oh, little losing streak here. We'd like to score some points here, fellas. I think we loaded up on this offense not to get shut out 3 times in 5 games. That's crazy. We got to get some goals on the board here. Team's playing great defensively, but we got to play better offensively, I guess. 6-6-1 to start the season. There's a win against the Rangers. There's some goals finally. 7 of them. 6-2 against the Avalanche. A little win streak. Another shutout. We have to lead the league in shutouts right now. That's got to be what, our 4th or 5th? Way too many times getting shut out. For the offense that we have, you can't be seeing it. A shootout loss there. Another game, low scoring, 2-1. And I know there's a 6-1 win at least. There's an overtime loss. Lost to the Blues. Big W there. There's a shutout. There you go, Pekka. Probably Pekka. We'll see Florida facing off against Ryan Huberdeau for the first time. Not sure if we picked up the win there. Jump calendar. There's no shutout. Tampa. There you go. There you go, Nashville. Start winning some games here. Things are starting to look a little bit better now. 17-10. Couple game losing streak there. Got to end this night as quick as possible. There we go. Always go over to Ottawa to end it, I guess, right? Big W against Boston. Shutting out the Arizona Coyotes. Back-to-back against the Penguins. Couldn't pick up a win against once. Got 1 point, though, at least, thankfully. Another overtimer there. Still second in the division, but we are going on a losing streak here. Can't afford to continue that one. A big W against the Blackhawks and the division rival Winnipeg Jets. Overtime loss once again, 22-15-9, 23-15-9. It's been tough. It's been a tough go about it, but all it takes is a little hot streak here after the All-Star break. Teams start playing a little bit better, and all of a sudden we look like a playoff team, 23-18-10. Or we could lose 5 games, 6 games in a row, Nashville. It's fine. What are 7 games, 8 games? This is a record. Holy cow. You talk about just ending your season, a 9-game losing streak. Oh my goodness, 26-22-11. We're going to play it out, though. We're going to play it out and see what happens. We said we're not making them trades, and it's not going to happen. 27-13, 28-23-12. Not too bad there. Edmonton, Minnesota, finally a few wins. Thank you, please. Good month of March. It's all we ask for. End the month of March hot. You make playoffs. Everything ends up just fine and dandy then. 32, 26, and 12. It's going to be tough. We are on the brink right now. Thankfully, the division's a little weak. So if we can hit a winning streak here, we can still make the playoffs. But man, that winning streak gets tough to come by. Big game against Winnipeg. There's the W. Needed to see that one. The loss of the Kings, not good. It's going to come down to the wire. 2 more wins in a row. Montreal, Philadelphia, pick up the W's. There we go. The Predators coming in hot to the playoffs. Still only, what, a 41 win season or so? That's crazy. We had to do better than that. You would have thought. You would have thought, but we weren't, like I said, we weren't touching it because every time we've touched them at the trade deadline, it gets ugly. The 94-point Predators right there, 41, 29, and 12. If it wasn't for that big losing streak, in all fairness, I mean, a 9-game losing streak, you're 41 and 20, you win, I don't even win 3 of them, you know, you're 44 and 26, and things are looking a lot better there. But unfortunately, the overtime games and the long losing streak kind of killed us. 3.00 goals for, 2.63 goals against. So that's solid there. 81.8% or 81.6 on a penalty kill. That could be a little bit better, but it's not terrible. Win streak, it looks like played a lot better at home than on the road, which is going to be interesting heading out to Colorado in the beginning here in round number 1. The Philip Forsberg show, it looks like. All these studs, and it ended up being Forsberg with 53 goals and 36 or 30 assists. What happened, Huberdeau? Why does Huberdeau not sim up good in this game? We traded for him like a while ago, right? It was a long time ago. He was still like an 87 or 88 though. EA since bumped him to a 91. I thought, you know what, he'll play better, I'll sim better. But it seems like he still don't sim well in this game for whatever reason. 66 points in. You'd expect that first line just to destroy. And Huberdeau being the leader of that line. It just didn't happen. 52 points for Yossi, decent season. Plus 33 for Tyler Bertuzzi. What a legend! Killing it. Arvidsson, minus 12. You don't like seeing that out of Arvidsson. Ryan Ellis, 44 points. Johansson, I don't know. I expected better on that second line, especially Johansson. Johansson is a top line guy. Maybe that's the issue. See, I don't want to switch it right before playoffs, but maybe that's where we should have went. Not Johansson on that first line. Maybe put in Duchesne on that first line. He did play really well, but I like the idea of having balance. But balance might not be the answer right now for this team. Do we make that change in playoffs, knowing how we ended the season? 919 save out of Rene, and then 5-8-4. Would like to see better out of Saros. Saros giving us 12 losses this season, winning 5. Not very good for the backup there, unfortunately. Let's take a look here. I want to take one more look at this calendar. How do we do to end the season? Not on a simple day. Well, I feel like we started to get hot. You don't want to end the hot streak if you're playing hot. And yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, 5-game win streak, 6, 7, won 7 of the last 8, 9 of the last 10. I don't know. The team's been hot. It's hard to mess with it. We'll take it game by game over here in Colorado to start the playoffs here. Like I said, going a little bit more laissez-faire per se with this sim here, because every time we make a lot of moves and we switch things up, it seems to disorient things and we make too many moves. And like I said, we've seen that video yesterday. If you've seen it, seen how the team did. Team played great with just a good top 6 in the bottom. We're trying to figure something out here because every team we've built that's been really good, maybe it's just bad luck too. You know, we've had 50-win seasons like consistently. The way we were building teams, 50-win seasons, always getting bounced in the first round though. So let's see if this changes our, you know, future here a little bit. 3-2 loss against Colorado in the first game. Not good. Not a good way to start it here. 4-2 game number 2. Is it about time to make that line change? Line change after game 3. Oh, no, picked up the big W. All right, 2-1. Picked up the home win. As long as you win at home, you're good. We can take it to a game number 7. Colorado picking up a win in game number 4. There we go. The big shutout there. 2 straight games, holding the low-scoring games. Back to Colorado we go. Can we pick up the W here? This is a big question. Yes, sir. 3 games, 1 goal, outstanding defense, and outstanding goaltending by Pekka Rinne. Can we pick up game number 6 in Colorado? The answer is no. We are going to a game 7. Colorado's, it's been 1-goal games. Every single game Colorado has won has been this close. We'll see what happens in game 7. Can we possibly get bounced again? EA, don't do this to us. You can't. Burakovsky on Pekka, and then Roman Josi. Look at that. Look at that. Can't let him shoot right there. What'd you expect? Of course that was going to go in. 4-2 Colorado. Oh my goodness. McKinnon, Zadorov, all on Rennie. Just taking care of business. Oh my. All right. Well, you know what? We gave it a try. Maybe we go back to not try. Oh, we got rocked. There it is. That's going to do it. Maybe we go back to the Sims where we don't draft a stud player. Like, who do you pass up on Huberto? They said, here, take a really good player, and Huberto dropped 66 points. The amount of shutouts, and it's just shouldn't have happened. 5-2. 5-2. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm upset. I'm upset we don't ever get out of the first round. One time. It seems like we get bounced. I have a feeling we'd win 70 games. We'd still get bounced in the first round. We gotta get over this hump. I think it's a curse at this point. We just gotta get over the hill here one time, and hopefully Nashville and us, we can take our team to the promised land. You like to think Nashville is a playoff. I was gonna say you'd like to think they're a playoff team, but they're not in playoffs right now. So I guess technically we made them a playoff team in the sim. It looks like the Tampa Bay Lightning are gonna win the Stanley Cup. A tough team. Hey, we shut them guys out though. Don't you forget about it, EA. Are we gonna get a Stanley Cup winner announcement sometime today here? Or oh, there we go. 5 days later, we got it. Wanted to get that, see if we took home any hardware. Was definitely a tough season though. We'll see. Maybe could have got Bertuzzi with the Selkie. Throws a curveball in there. That was not the awards, by the way. That'd be player stats. Just gonna throw it out there. Individual awards: Art Ross, Steven Stamkos, Hart Memorial Stammer as well. Carlson getting a James Norris, Lady Bing Kucherov. Love it. Quinn Hughes. Was thinking about taking Quinn Hughes instead of Pedersen. Not gonna lie, he's looking at his trade value, but he's an 85. And Nashville, you'd think has a good defense, good goaltending, but we didn't quite see it. Conn Smythe going to Stamkos. The Vezina going to Carey Price. The William Jennings, same story. Forborg getting a Mastodon, Jack Adams a Phi, and Selke going to Ryan O'Reilly. I don't think anybody can take it from Ryan O'Reilly in this game. I don't know if I've seen somebody other than Ryan O'Reilly win to Selke in like 30 sims. It's been crazy. Otherwise, though, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.